What's good, man? It's your boy Carcino here. And everybody's talking about Kevin Durant going off on Jay Williams because this morning Jay Williams said something incredibly dumb, saying that Kevin Durant told him face to face, "Don't ever compare me to Giannis. Don't ever compare me to Giannis. Don't you ever compare me to Giannis." Kevin Durant was like, "Man, these dudes will do anything for this doggone media to advance their career in this media business when they will cash you out quickly and as fast as anything in the world when they get tired of you." He's like, "Man, I don't even talk like that. I can care less about all this legacy and who's number one, who's the top five. I don't care about any of this stuff. It's fake. It's lies. Never said that." Now, the reason why for me it's shocking, but I expected it coming from Jay Williams. But the thing I find is shocking is that because Kevin Durant and him were actually friends. This is somebody he basically trusted enough because when they had the boardroom and everything, that was, to me, I thought that was Kevin Durant's platform. Jay Williams is on there a lot. Like, I don't know if he's partnered with him or whatever. So this was shocking that it came from, Jay Williams. Normally it's like, okay, well, damn, this might be true because he knows Kevin Durant. And I think Kevin Durant, that's the reason he answered back, because other people was thinking the same thing. And he probably said, "Oh, no, people going to believe it because it came from Jay." Let me go out here and clarify this. Now, I'm quite sure Jay Williams could have reached out to Kevin Durant if that was the case. I'm quite sure he could. Do I feel Kevin Durant is a better basketball player than Giannis? Hell yeah. I mean, it's not even, I didn't need game 2 of round 2 of the playoffs to tell me that. Okay? One game is never going to tell you is another player better than another. It's a body of work. It's what they bring to the table, what elements they can do, and what the other person cannot do. Okay? Giannis never said he was a better basketball player than Kevin Durant anyway, because Giannis don't speak like that. They're two guys trying to will their teams to a victory. That's all it is. I've never met Kevin Durant, ladies and gentlemen. Me and Kevin Durant has never had a conversation. But I can tell you this. I'm pretty much sure, and you can send this to Kevin Durant and ask him. I am pretty much sure of this. Kevin Durant does not care 99% about what everybody else in the world think Kevin Durant cares about. Okay? Don't forget to hit the like button, people, because that remark right there deserves about 100 likes. And you ask for the super chat button, and it's there. I activated it for y'all. Now, if you're new here, definitely subscribe if I didn't tell you that already. But this is what I'm talking about. Journalism is gone. And this is what Kwame Brown was talking about. The same thing that Kevin Durant was talking about. But some of these athletes are scared to bag Kwame because they think, like he's a loose cannon. Now, moving right along, Kevin Durant doesn't care about how many points he scored in the game, how many rebounds, how many assists, how many shots he took, how many free throws he shot, what record he's 1 point from 40 and all that. That don't matter to him. You guys are putting him on a scale of how LeBron James would think. Everybody don't think the same. Now, if you talk about LeBron, yeah, LeBron do care about how many points he got, how many rebounds, how many assists. He knows, man, I'm 3 away from this most rebounds on Tuesday. He's looking at all that garbage. Kevin Durant just want to win. That's all he cares about. He don't care how many points he ends up with at the end of the game. He's not a 50 and 10 guy. You don't have to be the best player in the world. Kevin Durant is one of the best basketball players we have seen who is transcendent. Like, I haven't seen anything like Kevin Durant ever. He's a one of one. Now, Jay Williams, you was a snob piece of crap when I met you here in Chicago. You came here playing for the Chicago Bulls. You were very arrogant. And you came in, you took Michael Jordan's locker room. You boldly took Michael's locker, talking about Michael ain't coming back and this is my locker. That was you. People was looking at it like it was a shrine. I'm like, I'm taking this locker. You were very arrogant. You played like crap. You wanted to be treated like a superstar. And they was like, all right, well, let's see what you do on the court. And on the court, you didn't play like one. Then you blame the rims. Man, my shot's not going in, man. I think there's something wrong with these NBA rims. You blame the rims of the NBA as why you couldn't shoot. I've never heard another NBA player. Everybody else ain't had no problems hitting, but you. So let that sink in. The Chicago Bulls signed this man to a contract. And in this contract, you're not allowed to ride motorcycles. Any type of risk, like you can't go jumping off a cliff into some water. You can't do anything of this nature while you're under contract. Or the Bulls have the right to void your contract. A lot of players have this in there, what they called unnecessary risks, because you're insured as a player. So the team has the right to terminate your contract. He buys a motorcycle, and he's doing an interview outside, and he actually tells them in the interview, I'm not supposed to have a motorcycle, but I don't care. And unfortunately, you have a very bad car accident that ends your playing career. About a few weeks later. Bike is totaled, broke your pelvis, everything. Very unfortunate for you. And your playing career was over. Foolish arrogance, which led you to better yourself, go into communications, to talk about basketball, journalism, even though you have the passion to still play the game, knowing that at a young age that was taken from you. So I know a part of you still burns, being around the game that much. Because in college at Duke, you were probably one of the best collegiate players to ever play the game. But you were an a-hole. And I haven't really seen you since, but listening to you, you come off as an a-hole a lot, as a know-it-all. And that's not going to get you far in your position, Now, you've done great work with the young kids. I give you that. But what you did with Kevin Durant, that was pitiful. That's pitiful. Now you got to explain yourself. Because, see, I understand what it is. It's social media, man. See, back in the day, there was no social media. So somebody could write something and be done for 3 days or 4 days. Then they got to write something else. They move on to another game. They write their story and they move on. It's done. But the internet is, you got to have something like every minute, every day. What's said today is forgotten tomorrow. And then there's something else said, and then that's forgotten tomorrow. That's how this new media works. So it's no journalism, no time to research, no time to get facts, no time to say, hey, we got to make sure this right, that's right. All of that's gone. See, I'm not from the internet age. I predate the internet. So I predate this crap that's going on here. So I didn't grow up in it. Now these young kids who grew up into this, I understand their plight. They didn't have they don't know what it was like outside of it. Like there was another way that worked. And was better than this. They don't know that because all they know is this internet. But that's the difference. I be trying to tell people all of the time is that people have lives, okay? And they're human beings, and sometimes people forget that. And we got to take a step back, and we all want that breaking news moment, right? You want to be able to break the news. Well, you got to have boots on the ground for that. And I don't want to say nothing, but I guess I can. More people talk to me. More athletes talk to me than they do y'all. Because they know if they say, man, don't say nothing, man, I'll be like, man, I ain't going to say nothing. And they know I won't because they watch my videos. A lot of them watch my videos. A lot of them can't co-sign me because that mess up business for them. So I don't ask them to co-sign me, but a lot of them can't come out and go, yo, Cino, I'll watch Carcino for life, because a lot of people don't like me that's in the NBA circles. I know why. I've been told why. I know. It's all good with me. As long as I know I'm telling the truth, I'm cool. That's it in a nutshell. Now, why can't Kevin Durant just be great? He's trying to lead his team to an NBA Finals and possibly a championship, just like Kawhi Leonard. And everybody's kind of figuring it out. Like, man, I see why Kawhi Leonard don't say nothing. This man don't even talk and got a shoe deal. This man got everybody want to do commercials with him and stuff, and he don't even talk. Because when he do talk, it means something. His play talk for him. He don't even have a social media account. No Facebook, no Instagram. I wouldn't have Instagram if it wasn't. I wouldn't have Facebook or Instagram if it wasn't for keeping up with my family. That's it. I'm not on Facebook really conversating with anybody. I'm barely on there. I've never told one person on here, go follow my Facebook. Not at all. People just choose to go over there and follow it. That's cool, but I'd rather y'all subscribe here. I talk to you here. This is the office. This is where all the talking go into. Instagram, they like, oh, well, you need that for your channel. I'm like, all right. Here's the channel. But other than that, man, I don't care less about that. I don't get paid on IG. I ain't half naked. So it is what it is, man. People gonna do what they do. I just think that was a sucker move by Jay Williams, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate all the love and support, all the super chats, man. I do appreciate that. Hit the like button if you just got here. Jay Williams got caught in a lie he told on Kevin Durant. If you just got here, I'll just recap it real quick. Um, the lie that he told was that he said that Kevin Durant told him to his face, "Don't ever compare me to Giannis. Don't you ever compare me to Giannis." And Kevin Durant just was like, man, people will say anything to try to move up in this position for fame and in the media business, and this is a business that'll get rid of you in a heartbeat once they feel like they don't need you no more. They'll do anything for an advancement. So I guess Kevin isn't surprised. But, when the Michael Rappaport situation went down too, I forgot to tell y'all that Jay Williams is taking up for Michael Rappaport and coming after Kevin Durant. And this is somebody who was basically a friend of Kevin's. Jay Williams is looked at as a friend of his. They're on the boardroom all the time, which is like Kevin Durant's platform, where they talk about business and other things that people don't talk about behind the scenes. Yeah, it's a lot of things that I can't even discuss, and I don't even discuss it on the Patreon because it's a lot of juicy stuff that I know that I could tell, but I can't because out of respect for the person that said it. I wouldn't want to compromise somebody just for the hits and views. Like it's a lot more delicate than that. People got relationships, man. So they trust me with it, man. Because believe me, this information is like 5 years old, and I still haven't said anything about it beforehand. From a very profile player who I cannot stand. And I'm like, oh my God, I got receipts. So I'm like, person can give you receipts. And I have firsthand knowledge. So I know the receipts is real. Now, I didn't say anything because, one, I don't do that stuff. I don't do that stuff. That's just too much. Plus, I don't do that. If somebody sent, basically what it is for y'all to know, somebody sent a dick pic, but I don't get into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get into all that talking about genitals. That's not what men do. So, but somebody did that, and it went to somebody's, they shouldn't have. And it was a person I do not like. I do not like this person. And this was 2016 or 17. And I just said, that's something that's a road I don't need to go down that road. And the reason I know is because the girl who received it, thank God it was a female who received it, sent it to a player. Well, actually, she sent it to another girlfriend, and it linked to another player. So, and this, hey, All I'm gonna say is it was stupid of that person to have done that. They're too high profile. But that lets you know that people do tell you things and it is real, but you choose not to divulge it. And that's a professional courtesy to that person because it could cost a whole lot of stuff to that person that actually said something. They could trace stuff back that was too monumental and too damaging to a whole genre of things. So I didn't even want to go down that road anyway. That's too VH1 suit gossip, and that's more for tea and all that, sipping tea with, that's for chicks to do. Let them have that. I'm quite sure that would eventually come across their tape. But it's been 4 or 5 years, and I have not seen that photo since. Ain't seen it floating in the internet. I haven't seen it in the back caves. Nowhere. You think I'm joking, don't you? I'll show you one thing. One. That I shouldn't. But I don't know the context of it. I don't. So I'm going to show it to you. All right? Then I'm done. I don't know the context. All right? But I'm going to show you something. Maybe you know the context. Here's Matt Barnes with his sons in blackface. Now I was thinking, man, is this some CGI stuff? But this doesn't seem to be. Like I said, I don't know the context of why this was taken. But you won't find this nowhere. But Matt Barnes, you need to explain some things, bro. You need to explain it. Maybe he did and I didn't see it. If you guys know the context of it, let me know. I just don't think this is appropriate on any levels. So you guys got to let me know what's up. What message was he sending? I don't understand. But like I said, I don't know the context of it. That's his thing. But if y'all know, y'all can let me know. So I'm not going to insinuate what it was. I just think that's a little weird. Now, I didn't say anything about it. Now, that's been years ago. Didn't say anything about it because I didn't hear any context of it. But see if you could find that. See if you could find it anywhere. You understand what I'm saying? There's stuff out here. Y'all don't know. Stuff out here. So don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the page. It's your boy Carcino, man. One more again, I'm out. Told you, Matty Patty, we on your head.